Okay, it should work now. I hope so. Yeah. Okay, it should work now. Got it. All right, guys, what's up? This is Igor in Russia, and today is a live home stream with me and some, of course, Russian moonshine is back, guys. Russian moonshine is back for I don't know how many time. This is real Russian Riga product, and we're sipping on some with some mixture. I think the sound should be now there, right? I think now it works. Yes, it works now. And somebody said, so Johnny Daly, thank you for your super chat already for some cat food. And we got our own uh, cat here. Maybe he'll be jumping up here and you might see him again, but he's our cat. Thank you for the super chat, much appreciated. So this is Igor Russia. So, not in Russia right now. This is a home stream, and I'm gonna be talking about the situation with the visa, maybe some other topics. Please also send some questions and write down in the chat your questions for me about Russia, about the situation, and we'll figure out something. By the way, this is Zenit. Do you remember? We have a lot of stuff from our episodes over here. You can see, hold up, right there, you can see the book that you guys sponsored, and we bought it together in, of course, on Nevsky Dom Knigi, the Singer House. There's some other stuff as well. We got what is it? What else? St. Petersburg coat of arms. I have Moscow coat of arms and stuff, but we'll get back to that in a bit. So guys, welcome everybody. Hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, I'm Igor in Russia. I make videos about St. Petersburg. I'm probably the only foreigner filming St. Petersburg so immensely. And the cat is going crazy. He wants to get out to the balcony. He always wants to. So you're free to subscribe to the channel. I have tons of videos. I think I have the most amount of videos from Russia, considering especially that I have only few days chance to go to. And I'm gonna open the window before I go crazy. Yes. Can you hear him? And so cheers, guys. Who's drinking with me today? Russian moonshine. If you want to see the video with the where I purchased this bottle, it looks simple, but it's like it's a quality vodka, well, moonshine. And check out the Riga, Latvia playlist that I have on my channel. So you're free to do that. So during the video stream, let's see how drunk we're gonna get, and let's go to the topic in a bit. You are free to also post some pictures. No, sorry, leave a super chats, and this way you're gonna get your question answered for sure. Or, well, and you also support the channel, which is always highly appreciated. Hello, Johnny Daly. Hello, Hugo. Who else is here? We started a little bit earlier this time around, because usually we stream for, especially, well, because of the our American subscribers a bit later. But let's see. Had a bit much rum last night. Nice. What rum do you like? Rum, whiskey, Johnny? I like well, beer, and I usually drink Russian beer, but I usually drink it in well, in St. Petersburg. You cannot get any Russian beer in Finland, but I really like the basic Zhigulyovskoye beer, the cheapest Soviet beer from back in the day. And I also like, well, I haven't been drinking for a long time the proper St. Petersburgian, which is the what is it? Vasilia Ostrovskaya. Vasilia Ostrovsky is the one of the islands, and I have my own playlist on the channel. Vasilia Ostrovsky. There's like Vasily Island, then there's the Krestovsky Island, the Cross Island. Then there's of course Petrogradsky Island, and then you have the two sides of St. Petersburg, the upper and the lower. And I thought about that this video stream today is going to be just about drinking and chatting, and I'm not using the other application where I show you some videos in the background. I'm gonna keep it simple this time around. So yeah, Andrew says it's 3 p.m. in Chicago. So yeah, basically after the work day is usually the best day, at least for my people which are subscribers right now. And of course, I would love to, and I aim to add much more subscribers from America, because I think as Americans are probably can get the most out of the videos, especially, well, Europeans as well and across the world, but especially Americans, because there's so much wrong information about Russia, so much prejudices, and basically all of them, most of them are gonna be like buried in a second as soon as you watch my videos. So everybody subscribe, hit the like button already, and use Super Chat to support, highlight your question. Have a Baltica bottle on my bookshelf. Johnny, do you actually like Baltica? Let me know, because I doubt that you like. And I doubt that you like Baltica. Baltica is, well, to be honest, quite shit. Yeah. All right, guys. Я подниму повыше, чтобы через это не видно. So now you can see also my Soviet collection over here. We have I don't know what this is, bobbling. Better. So you can see here, this is St. Petersburgian coat of arms once again. This is the Russian Melodia record label's unofficial, official Paul McCartney album from '89. It's actually my most nostalgic Paul McCartney album. It's Flowers in the Dirt. But then, of course, those who know, it's then we have the Russian. I can take it, show you closer. Then I bought this actually from Russia, from the flea market. I'm going to talk to you about it later. But here's the. Hold up, why is it shaking again? Is it shaking? Yeah, it's shaking. So yeah, you can see the quality is very, well, cheap. Melodia album, and Melodia is, let me show you, here it is. Melodia, that's the Soviet label. And here's Paul McCartney, Beatles' Hard Day's Night. I'm a huge Beatles fan, by the way, if you don't know. And here's the speciality about the Вечер трудного дня. And this, of course, the special. This is, I bought this actually in Finland. I bought this in Finland, guys. So Paul McCartney, Snova v SSSR, back in USSR, and that's like a legit album. I think it was released only for Soviet Union in '87. Yeah. So how do you guys like this? I bought this in Finland for $5, and but what was interesting is that this one is bought from the flea market, and it's a legendary flea market. I think it's the Udelka flea market is one of the biggest ones in whole of Europe, and I made many videos about it. Check it out on my channel. I have a guy selling a pistol to me and stuff, and I have a video in the making where I return to that. I have many videos waiting. And Johnny Daly, thanks for the super chat. When will you dive in and get your Russian passport? Good question, and let me get to that question in a second. Let's go to the topic. Оля, покорми его, он открывает все. Портик, the cat is opening stuff there. And the situation is, if you didn't see, is that I was notified that you couldn't, but they let me know that they weren't supposed to let me anymore in the country, and that was a huge shock to me. I made 2 months ago a video about that I almost got rejected at the border, and but then I said that I'm doing this and that, doing the business. YouTube is a business for me, and and what else is that they let me pass. It was okay because the supervisor let me through. But last time I was here at the border, there was huge, bigger problems, and basically I was this close on not getting past, and that was a huge shock to me. But the supervisor came in the end and said that they're gonna pass me, but to let you know, won't inform you next time they won't. And he said basically I shouldn't be letting you pass this time. And I had a business visa, and back in the day, business visas were okay for those who travel a lot frequently, for Finns or Finland. So this is like change in the tone of things, and there was a lot of about that in the Finnish media. But that's nothing special after all, because for example, Finnish, to be honest, Finns were really harsh on Russians for a longer time. And they took away easily those visas from people who used them wrong. Meaning, for Finns, for example, for Russians traveling to Schengen area, it is important that you actually like over 50% are spent in Finland. So if you used visa to just go into Schengen area and to much more interesting countries, they took it away. It was really fast and it was harsh. So now that Russians started to do that as well, because basically business visa is supposed to is supposed to be used for business, and especially by the invitation of a certain company, which is written in the visa, in the business visa. So first of all, if you're not making business, if you like most of the Finns are just like, well, they have the business visa and they just use it for cheap gas. Wrong, your visa is rejected. So then my situation was, I'm a business person because I make videos. This is my side business, and I love it. And I hope to do it my main business. And thanks to you guys, I think we're gonna get it. So the situation was that they said, okay, but then again, do you have a relationship with this company? And I have no clue what is that company. I have no clue what's that company in the visa. So that's why it was this close. But then again, they know that, hey, this guy is decent. They checked my videos, as I mentioned in the video on my channel. You can check out all of this information filmed in St. Petersburg. In St. Petersburg, what I told you all of this in much more detail in front of Aurora cruiser. But anyways, now I don't have, well, I have a visa and I can go back, but I shouldn't, because like I told you, they said they're not gonna let me through probably, or it's gonna be as close. And then again, if you're at the border, you don't want to well, you could be stuck. I've seen so much. I've been traveling so much at the border, so I know all of the stuff that happens. I've seen people just many Russians just going on from the European or worldwide trip through Helsinki to Russia. I've seen a lots of foreigners going from all around the world to Russia, and I've seen how certain countries are well, questioned more than others. For example, Americans and etc. So I know everything, and I was prepared if I'm not gonna get in. Or there was one choice, that if they would have stopped me at the border and said that we're gonna talk to you more, and if the bus would leave without me, and in the end, eventually they would pass me through, but my bus has gone. I knew already that, for example, I could go to the next bus and ask for if they have a spare seat. And for example, I saw this one American that was questioned, not interrogated like many YouTubers said, not questioned more. And the good, well, it's understandable. And that person, he was eventually passed, but his bus already left because they probably asked him for too long. So he just came to our bus on which I was traveling. He said, "Can we get in?" And was like, "Yeah, yeah, sure." So it's okay, you know, no much dramatics over there. So, but yeah, we're gonna get back to the visa thing and what's gonna happen now. Right now, I'm waiting for some things, but let's put that on hold and get to some questions over here. Hello, who's everybody? Everybody's who's here. Hello, Curtis Cowell. My favorite Russian beer is Siberian Crown. Yes, Siberian Crown is, by the way, very good. I think it's isn't that the one with the bear? Hello, Ralph. Welcome. Tervetuloa. Doxy Trash. Hello, Doxy. We have lots of Beatles memorabilia in my city, Cleveland, in the U.S. at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame Museum. Awesome. I'm a big fan of Beatles. Hello, Sean. Hello, Karle Fredrik. Baltica 9 beer on Hyvävis. All right. Everybody chooses their own. I love Zhigulevskaya, and they are usually filtered one, yes. Hello, Andrew. Going into Serbia is as a Russian. They don't even look at you; they just wave you through. Yeah, it's a good thing, and the same thing probably with Belarus and some other friendly countries. Hello, Igor. Are you at Russia or somewhere else right now? Hello, Hanskizor. And I've seen your show on my channel. Hello. And right now we're not in Russia, as I told you. I cannot travel to Russia right now. But let's continue on that topic in a bit. No, I'm not in Russia right now. Right now, this is my non-Russian home. You should know, because there's some videos from my St. Petersburg apartment. It's different. It's a different view. It's so I would rather be in Russia for sure. A question. Let's get back to the question from Johnny Daly, which was a super chat. When you will dive in and get a Russian citizenship? Well, we just heard. I discussed about the topic on the video with the with the Braden Consulting Company. If you haven't checked it out, go check it out. There's a lot of different topics, and I've also cut in pieces that video. You can use timestamps in a longer video, or you can watch it by separately. And the topics that we talked, and nobody has done that type of video except me. And it's really, really important, because, you know, who else could get a proper Russian lawyer who actually helps foreigners in Russia to deal with different matters? And we discussed about citizenship, visa, and he actually said exactly what Portik and очень копает сильно. And I don't know what's going on. It's Saturday. And so he said exactly what would happen, and that exactly happened. But with that exception that I was let through last time to Russia. So anyways, we discussed about citizenship, so visas, studying in Russia, buying an apartment, owning apartments or companies, starting a business in Russia. What else did we talk? We talked all, and what kind of help people need, and also about being labeled a foreign agent. So all that type of stuff. And one of the things was about citizenship. It's actually not as simple that me, who's a friend of Russia, who loves Russia, who creates real videos about Russia. It's not. It doesn't mean that they are welcoming me with open arms, but there are possibilities to get one citizenship, which is I would definitely consider it. Why not? That would help me a lot to travel to the most beloved place on earth, Russia, St. Petersburg, and it would help also being a citizen to own a start it. You can do everything as a foreigner in Russia, no problem, but it's easier, for example, to get some money out of the bank, to loan, get a bank loan, and all that type of stuff as a citizen. But not necessarily. The most important is actually to be working in Russia officially. If you do that, you can get a loan, and if you get a loan, you can actually buy an apartment or start a business inside Russia, etc. So I'm considering. Let's see what it happened. Let's first get entrance back to Russia. Let's start off with that. And with that citizenship topic, I'll keep you posted. I hope, Johnny, I answered your question. All right, more questions, guys. Keep them coming. We're going to get back to the visa topic in a bit. Igor and the Leningrad Cowboys still in business. Back in the 90s, they were really popular. Are they already too old? I think they haven't been doing music probably in maybe 20 years. I'm not sure. I haven't heard about it. Yeah. Hugo says Leningrad Cowboys is bankrupt in 2023. I haven't heard about it too much longer. I know one of the guys, Mato Valtonen, or what's his name? I know he's doing a lot of speaker gigs and that type of stuff. Maybe like business motivation speaking for a few years now. What is Amira asks, what is the moonshine brand of water? Well, the moonshine, I know the moonshine is from Riga. Go check out my Latvia playlist. If you go to my YouTube page, you can see videos live. You can see also like playlists. Go check out the playlist, and there's lots of them. And go check out my Latvia playlist where I filmed the Russian locations of Riga or like Russian influenced places. And one of the videos there is also the going to the most epic and legendary Europe's oldest or biggest market. So, and that was the place I found this moonshine. It was so good. I don't drink vodka, but this was like so good that I had to buy it. So yeah, MMCH, hi, welcome to to Russia in sort of ways. Isn't your wife Russian citizen? Is there some kind of a spouse visa? Good question. Andrew, keep that in mind. We're gonna get to that. I have some updates regarding that. It's vodka. Okay, thank you. Cheers. Well, it's not vodka. It's moonshine, but it's not moonshine. It's like I don't know what's the difference. By the way, guys, can you tell me what is the difference with moonshine and vodka? To me, it's the same. I censored myself. So, not really sure. And by the way, guys, let me tell you, I was in this certain spot. I was at the in Finland, this flea market, and I found this. And well, how do you call that painting thing on the sides? The sides of the painting. In Russian, it's called ramka. Anyways, I found. Please write down in the comments. But I noticed that I found this for 50 cents. That's 50 rubles. 50 cents. I found this old Soviet ramka, wooden thing. And but there wasn't a painting in it. It was this type of. I think it's like Moscow. Frame, yes, thank you. I found a Soviet frame from maybe 80s, and and it had actually a stamp in the back saying it's like it was somebody's name, the name of the artwork, and also the production company, like and it also the price. So it was, I don't know how many kopeikas, not rubles, kopeikas, maybe it's rubles. I think it's kopeikas. And in the middle of the frame there was no painting, but this type of I don't know, this is like a China, or what is it? Is it called China? And I think this is pretty cool. This is like a Soviet tourist thing that I found here in Helsinki for 50 cents. I kind of hope that it would have been a much more expensive thing, but I couldn't Google it. I didn't find it. So yeah, Moscow in my heart. Hello, Daria. Hello, straight from Moscow. How is Moscow? I'm planning to come back during the winter season, or maybe this fall. Let's see if I can get back to Russia. Remember, John Daly, I have to go, but we'll watch later. Looking forward to hearing more of the conversation. Cheers. Great, Johnny. Are you, by the way, a member? Are you, Johnny? Are you a member? Vodka is a specific kind of moonshine, I think. All right. Good. Amira also, thank you, Frame. I'm in Helsinki. The only half-sized, on a European scale, half-sized, a place that you can almost call a city. But yeah, no comparison. I would rather not be here, to be honest. I'm stuck here. Can I curse on this stream? All right, Ralph is asking. Ralph is always writing to me and asking some questions. Ralph, you should become a member also. Support the channel, man. All right, I could apply for e-visa or tourist visa, but I also have connections with the Catholic Church in Russia, so I could maybe get an official invitation for that. So a cultural visa. Ralph, like I said, go check out the discussion about the e-visa, and also check out the video with the Russian lawyer. And also, Ralph, I'm gonna give you a tip that nobody else can do on this on the YouTube field, because a lot of people just don't have a proper knowledge. They just have something, and this channel is starting to become a site with a lot of information, like proper information. I think so. But anyway, when you watch the lawyer video, check out the description. There's a link to a Google form, and you can ask any question to a Braden company, and write your question as you put it here, and they will give you a consultation for free. Their consultation is always free, unless you want to take it further in case you need lawyer help, and if you decide to get that help, then you can negotiate and stuff. But probably with this visa thing, you probably just need some a consultation. And then you can use also the Russian Visa Center in Helsinki, like I sent you the link. They also answer in Finnish, so let me know how does it will work. And any help for Igor will also. No, I will get back in just a few minutes to this topic, but I have a better solution. But no business visa. I had a visa that was great for me. Even though, let me tell you also that I am a business, but you need a proper invitation by a company that you actually do business with. And they actually will, in my understanding, they will also call that company at the border if they suspect, and probably will, because most of these business visas are probably right now just Finnish people going to buy some stuff, or just basically a tourist visas, which is wrong, Hello, Ree. First mod is on point. Daria, Moscow is okay. Come back during the winter. Do you like snow? I don't like snow that much, but I do my necessary Christmas videos from St. Petersburg. I always have done that. There's few videos that I always do again yearly, and filming like the winter life and the Christmas spirit is one of those. So definitely coming back. Maybe before, let's see, I have to film. Black Cat, for example, has been pushing me to film. Said, Igor, you need to film the Christmas spirit of Moscow. Then, and I listen to members when it comes, if it's a good idea for them, for sure. Guys, welcome everybody. Meanwhile, let's make an update. This is Igor in Russia. I'm a foreigner coming from Europe, from Finland to Russia, filming Russia extensively, St. Petersburg, Moscow, expanding to new cities like we did Novgorod, one of the oldest cities of Russia. And please subscribe. Also check out, I got the only and the biggest Google Maps of all locations that I filmed. Basically, you can see the full St. Petersburg on each street. But it's better than Google Street Views because it's actually my experiences going in and talking and stuff. And I'm expanding that Google Map exploration daily, well, weekly. So go check it out. Also, if you want to, you should definitely subscribe to the channel and become a member. And if you want to ask me and support the channel, please use Super Chat. Link in this not link, just use Super Chat over here. All right, guys, that's helped me a lot. Help me supports my trips. And because trips, for example, going to right now by the cheapest bus is 50 euros for one direction. Others ones are 80 and 90 to up to $100 for one direction. So yeah, have been watching but was at work. All right, Dree, great to have you here. Clark Atkins, I'm thinking of becoming a temporary resident looking toward permanent residence. The only thing I can take advantage of in this case is healthcare. Yeah, true. But it's much cheaper in Russia versus US anyway. Definitely so. Do you need any help? So please use that great company, Braden Consulting. Braden Consulting, if you need any help with that residency thing. And the residency is not that simple, right? So you have to apply for apply to get it. Maybe you have to work or what, or have a wife in Russia, or that type of stuff, right? Work, study, whatever. Then there was something that was talked about, that quota, certain quota. But yeah, and yes, in Russia, by the way, healthcare is cheap and free. Even though I've seen like videos from certain YouTubers saying that, oh, how everything is horrible. Well, at least you can get to the hospital and you basically got taken care of. I believe that Ivan was a little bit overplaying. That's his style. Everything is shit. Then you can always go to a private one, and private hospitals are like very much more common. And much more they're more expensive, but they're not crazy expensive. Like for example, here in Finland, the difference is not as huge. So yeah, I think you're okay as a foreigner. All right, New Year Christmas video on Red Square for sure. That's a given, for sure, and some other places. I have 60 something videos from Moscow. And I was there for less than, I was 5 nights, I think, or 6 nights in Moscow this time. And I filmed so much, and there's much more videos still coming, guys. Can you imagine? I worked so effing hard. Nobody works as hard as me, nobody. So, and I'm not just, I'm not just bullshitting on my videos. I actually try to show you the real world and expand also like geography on the map, so you can see some other stuff than just, it's easy to film like 9 days straightforward Red Square and you'll get the views, but I try to show you more. Olai, Curtis Cowell, I think I told you, Igor, but I'm a Brit living in Minsk. Yeah, you told me. And I'm never going back to England. Love Russia and Belarus. That's awesome. And by the way, Black Cat and some other mods actually suggested, I think Black Cat suggested that, hey, I should do videos with about you guys as well. So Curtis, if you want, we can make if you're willing, we can make a video where we have an online discussion. You can definitely share your thoughts about living in Minsk. And I've been actually wanting to come to Belarus for a while now. Let's see if I can reach somebody from Belarus to actually, maybe sponsor me, because I'm not just, I have stuff to do. If I'm not doing that, I have to find the balance. If I put it yeah, well, it's a money issue, sure. But yeah, if you're willing, please comment right now, and let's see. You can then share your email and let's plan. It would be nice to hear Brit's thoughts about Belarus. But yeah, definitely Belarus, Minsk, I already love it. I have a little bit Belarus blood in me as well. And that is something we've been discussing a lot of times, that Russians, you guys, many don't understand that Russians, Belarusians, Ukrainians, especially these three, we are very, very tight. We have the same culture, same blood, so it's for all these events taking place right now, and all of a sudden, Europe being so nice to them and saying how Russian, there's no understanding of the background. So so it's only politics that is now taking effect. Hardworking Igor, yes, great idea. Yes, definitely. You probably answered this already, but why not get a residency permit? Your wife is Russian, so you could easily apply. All right, let's get to this topic. Minsk is beautiful, been living there for 5 years and a wife to be. Nice, congrats. So right now, since I'm not, I have a visa, that business visa. I could go back, but I had a bad feeling last time that it's gonna get tricky. I hope for the best, and yeah, it turned out to be exactly like I was afraid it would be. So I don't think I'm gonna be going with that business visa to the border, because I don't want to spend the time and actually and have to go back, waiting how many hours on the border, then have to go back. So I am applying for a new visa, and I am applying for that family visa. That's exactly what that supervisor actually told me. So let's see if it works out. I will keep you guys updated. I hope for the best. If I get it, then we have a visa, guys. And that family visa gives you right to travel for 1 year. Well, there's different time period, but you can apply for the maximum amount time, which is the 12 months. So naturally, I'm applying for that. And that business visa was cool. By the way, I didn't end that thought a while ago, that the business visa was great because you could have 1 year, 2, 3, 4 year visa. I think even 5. I'm not sure. So, and I had 3.5 year visa, which is now almost used to the fullest. But yeah, but anyway, family visa for 12 months. If it works out, this is the best solution. And the difference is that it doesn't have time limitations, because, for example, even the business visa had like you could be 90 days per 6 months. That means half of the time of the first half year you can be in Russia. Then the second half is also like you can be there for 90 days. But now with family visa, basically I could move into Russia for 1 year. Unfortunately, I cannot do that because I have responsibilities, work. YouTube doesn't provide me enough right now But if I could, I would. But that's a start, right? If I get it, I will keep you guys posted. That is what is working right now on the ongoing project. Exactly, Wyatt. I think, or maybe I can, but I'm not sure. It's maybe I can because every Russian has a Russian address. I don't know how they conclude where you actually live. Do you actually live in certain country or not, in Russia or not? But let's not get into that. By the way, getting a little bit drunk with this Riga, Riga moonshine. Guys, do you want me to drink more? Push likes if you haven't. Everybody push likes. Have I pushed likes? Let's go check it out. How many likes do we have? Guys, 19 likes only. Come on, guys. There's 30 people watching. We need 30 likes. Everybody push the like button right now. All right, White says you have to prove a residency. But it's okay. In this situation, I'm fine as long as I get this. And this is something that I was suggested to. But still, this is the longest period I'm not be able to return. Last time I was in Russia was almost 3 weeks ago. Yes, a bit less than 3 weeks ago, and I have still have to wait. Guys, you will hear if I return, when I return, if I return. I hope you guys, and thank you for everybody for the comments that you've been guys giving me about like being amazed about the situation. This is not a personal thing against me or anything like that, but still it felt bad. I've never been in a situation where technically I couldn't get back to Russia. So it was really, really tough, you know. I had time to process it when I was filming that video about the visa situation at the Aurora cruiser. But it, you know, eyes could be a little bit watery. I have few situations when I get emotional in Russia, and only in Russia. That was on the Never River embankment. Sometimes I just feel overwhelmed. Then I very often when I was leaving Russia, when I was traveling before my wife, even when I was so you know, really emotional when I have to go back. I feel so bad because I feel so strongly towards the Russian people and the city, and I feel bad that I've been like I've been ripped, taken, you know, away from something that I love. So that is one of the occasions that I get, that my eyes get watery. What else? Last time, by the way, during the summer when I filmed the Zenit Stadium, the Gazprom Stadium, when we was watching live in a live stream that video with Zenit playing against a team from Baku, and one of the dreams was fulfilled when I got into the stadium and it was opening up, and I turned and I was filming to you guys, and I was feeling like kind of overwhelmed. Next thing that I want to film, well, let's keep it a secret. But anyway, beautiful emotions in St. Petersburg, no matter the weather, no matter the time. All right, hey Joseph, welcome guys to the stream. Everybody push likes, highlight your question with a super chat, or you can also use buy me coffee link in description. If your wife has EU residency or whatever, you could bounce back and forth between Finland and Russia, but it would depend on what your job allow for. Yeah, definitely, and this is what I've been doing, right? So, but you cannot jump here and back unless you have a visa, right? So I have to have a visa. I have been thinking about this, and I think you need a handbell. What is a handbell? And when you get to the border, ring it and cry out sanctuary. All right. By the way, I have talked about also this is not about me, but right now in the current situation in the world, you know, and I mean also the American states politics. I asked also about because there are people that actually seriously whether they have the reason or not. They're thinking about the political asylum, and one of the countries that is not afraid of America's wrath. What's the word? Is of course Russia and political asylums. And I asked about that thing from the lawyer, and he wasn't a specialist on it, but he said that it's possible, and but you still needed to have a visa. That's what he said. This man, I've been listening. Residency gives you a visa. All right, that would be awesome, guys. We need to make this a full-time job with your help, not riffraff. Nah, we need to make this a full-time job. You know, then I will take you guys all across Russia and all across the Slavic world on the trip, and it is epic, and it's gonna get epic. That's what I promise you guys. Wrath, yes, thank you, Eve Duran, and nice to see you. Wyatt has a lot of, by the way, information about visas, and so big up to you, man. Well, guys, also leave a comment right now in the chat. Where are you watching this from? This is like an online poll. Let's make this comment down below your country, and let's see. I'm gonna pour myself a little bit more. Wyatt, I have lived here for like ever. Did you already mention where you are? Sometimes when you watch this, you know, you miss out on things. I know Daria is watching from Moscow. Well, somebody told me that I shouldn't say Moscow, but say Moscow. But I'm too American in that way, you know. Wildcat, welcome to the chat, man. The usual trio of me, Black Cat, and Sam are not on because we are up to different stuff today. We are not ignoring you. Ah, okay. But it's a shame that you guys are not, since I decided to do this Saturday stream and have some moonshine. I'm actually back in Bristol, England, seeing family, so England. All right, but otherwise it's Minsk. Moscow, Minsk, Poland is a part of Slavic world. Yeah, sure. I'm not sure if I want to go to Poland. They're so a Russophobic country, but maybe first some other countries before Poland and before other Russophobic countries, even though of course I filmed a little bit in Estonia and Latvia, but that's the first part. It's easy for me because, you know, it's convenient for me because I've been there and going to that. And I'm from Latvia, Soviet Latvia. And guys, I haven't forgotten that. Hold up. Where is it? I think I'm getting tipsy. There it is. Guys, in case you don't know, I'm working here and talking to you guys in my full capacity of as a... Оля, ты там слушаешь? Я тебя слышу. Olia is also watching. My wife is here. Giving you guys, instead of her, I'm giving you my all of my time. But anyway, here it is. This is a press badge of Igor in Russia. This is the Soviet press badge. This gives me entrance to any post-Soviet country, anywhere, everywhere I want to, whether it's legal or not. Передай привет, говорит Wyatt. She says hi. Let's put this here, right? Should we? There's no background music here, by the way, right now, because I'm not using that certain certain site page that I run my live streams from. But we'll get, I think we're managing fine, right? All I say makes perfect sense when you are not tipsy. I'm gonna get tipsy right now. I haven't been drinking at all, you know. I've been drinking a little bit of beer on my Russian trips, as you know. At least it would seem so, because I'm always drinking in my streams with you guys. But I haven't been drinking that much at all, especially like not vodka or anything like that. So I get tipsy really easily. Yes, Ukraine is part of the Slavic world. I would, well, I don't know. I don't think they would let me in, because I have my passport full of Russian stamps. But then I could say that they, you must, otherwise EU won't let you, give you any money if you're not gonna let in a European citizen. I don't know, but yeah, I would definitely. I have no problems visiting all those countries. Maybe I have problems with certain views about Russia on their side, you know, like political things. But it doesn't matter. After all, I would, and probably they would have problems with me filming the positive things, because I'm not focused. Well, I do film other stuff as well, sure, but I'm not gonna do the typical videos about, you know, all the negativity. So it's not about me. Mira says, thank you, good night, sir. Igor, bless you as always with family and blessed Russia. Thank you, and God bless Amira. Yeah, but I would travel, of course. I would, top of my list is Belarus, Serbia, then also some Caucasus, post-Soviet Caucasus countries, from Caucasus, then definitely, what else? I would, Mongolia, then also, especially Kazakhstan. But most of all, I would love to travel across Russia. There's a lots of cities that I really want to go to as soon as I can, and that and that that requires more than just visa. It requires time and also some money. So you know, because traveling Russia is a huge effort. Montenegro for sure. Curtis says. But I would travel, you know, just eastwards. I've been already to, if you go to watch my Google Maps, Igor in Russia official video map, with all my video links and all the walks and paths, you know, it's full of certain cities are really like walked over by me and explored by me. But I've been to Kaliningrad. I filmed, of course, Finnish. By the way, Finland is not part of the Slavic world, but it was part of Russian Empire. And I'm the only one who's filmed like 100+ videos about Russian influence and locations in Finland. So that is one thing that I've done already. But then, of course, Kaliningrad, the Russian cities, Vyborg. I would also, if I'm not able to go far, I would also focus on the close by cities, which still takes few hours. And when I go to like few days when I have only few days to go to Russia, I try to film a lot. I'm not even like exploring for myself and enjoying myself, unfortunately. I'm just filming, because I'm like, I don't know when this enough. And sure, I'm also exploring it with you guys, but it still work. So, for example, last few times, if I travel earlier on an earlier bus, and if everything is fine, and I arrive around 7 o'clock in the evening to Vyborg. So when I'm in Vyborg and I have a ticket, all like it's the bus stops in Vyborg, but the buses actually continue to St. Petersburg. From Vyborg, it takes like 2.5 hours by bus, maybe 2.5. So what I do is that actually, because I'm already in Vyborg, and I leave my stuff and go out from the bus, jump off the bus and film Vyborg like for 1 or 2 hours. Then I jump onto the last train or second last train, and then I go back home to St. Petersburg. So I lose like a little bit hours, but I'm so efficient that I'm able to actually film Viborg. But Viborg is pretty filmed for me. I still need to film maybe like Monrepo, and I like I like being in Viborg. It's a really nice town, city. But yeah, upwards, let's say Petrozavodsk, Murmansk, that type of cities, smaller, old Finnish cities in Russia, Finnish Russian cities, but definitely the big million population cities. That's something I really want to explore. That's my biggest dream. I've been wanting for years to go to Moscow, and then I finally did it. Gonna come back. Gonna go to Novosibirsk, Vladivostok, all the way to Vladivostok, and tons of places. I just need time and money to do it. What is the westernmost Slavic nation? Oh wow, I don't know. By the way, and what is Slavic, most Slavic? I think they're all Slavic if they're Slavic, meaning Slovenia, Slovakia, right? Czech Republic, aren't they? I'm not sure. I think so. Poland, Serbia, Belarus. So where is the line of the Slavic country, right? Maybe, I'm not sure. And it's not about only the language, right? So yeah. Guys, we're having a good discussion in the chat. Everybody, please join in, and we're gonna do some awesome stuff. So back to this other topic in the world. Not gonna discuss about it, but just share my maybe maybe I'm just speaking out the same thoughts that everybody else are thinking of, but the situation in the world with Israel and Palestine. That's actually been first I was like, oh, there it goes again, but now it's been taking so huge, rounds. How do you say it? It's really disturbing right now, and it seems it's gonna get worse, at least according to Israel's words. So really concerned about it. That's such a historically important place, and so it's, I don't know. Just want to share my thoughts about it a little bit. What you guys think? What is going on? Don't get too political, or do not use vulgar words. But I think it's just really hard to read about all the news, and if, to be fair, how the media is treating certain events so unfair, meaning that they've been documenting and using certain language against Russia on the same topics, and now that's there's a country which is not which is a friend of the Western world, it seems. So now certain words are not used against those actions when they're like I don't know, it's really weird. And it's actually kind of funny how the media is playing a game. It depends on who's behind what, when they're gonna go at it and when they're not. Yeah, me neither. I don't want to get into politics. I'm just thinking about that it's dangerous, and I feel bad for the people. Like there's 2 million people being and sure, the events leading to that was as horrible, but the numbers are not there. Double standards from Western media, yeah, and we all know that. But people who support certain things, they just I think they're blind to that. It's so weird. Uh, yeah, yeah. There's a lot of Russian Jewish people and stuff. Did you know that, by the way? And it's very interesting, the history. Loads of inconsistencies and irregularities going on for any of it to make sense. Yeah, the world is sometimes it's that's why when I do the videos, even though I just mentioned this now, because well, I felt like it, and this is a live stream, live chat. I'm happy that I never went into that politics stuff when I filmed Russia, because I just feel so great about the people, about just keeping it in the what's the word, you know focusing on the culture or just daily life, and I never, especially when it was the anti-Russian trolling was at its peak on YouTube against me, that I never actually surrendered to that, and was able to do whatever I felt like it, filming reality, filming the people. Maybe sometimes if somebody said something about this topic, then I filmed it, but I wasn't like trying to be political, never. So sure, I have opinions, I might say something, but the videos are not political, period. So I'm happy for that, and I think a lot of people are appreciative of that. By the way, last time I was at the flea market, just noticed this. I also found this. I had only 100 rubles with me. Can you imagine going to the flea market and I had only 100 rubles? That's nothing. But anyways, Cheburashka. I thought this was actually like like Soviet one. This is the new reproduction, so it has a Soviet Union T-shirt on. But yeah, I think I'm gonna send this to some of my members in some point, raffle it off, make a raffle. Then also I have this. This is the Russian or Soviet, what's his name, by the way? Anyway, Olympic mascot. Chibur. Yes. And this is the Olympic guy that I bought in St. Petersburg flea market. Also thought that it's original, but it's not. Then I noticed it's like it's a new, but it's still cool. Yes, Olimpийский Mishka. Guys, there's a lot of great videos still coming up. Even though I'm not in a hurry, I'm in a hurry to go to Russia to make some live streams. But I have a premieres that I make for you guys, which we always talk on the chat. I have still many videos from Moscow. I have I don't know, even though it was 6 days, I think I filmed many tens of metro stations during that time from Moscow as well. As you know, I filmed all of the 72 stations in St. Petersburg, and few of them many times. But then I also filmed Moscow, not able to film all the 250 or something, but still a lot of them. That is coming. There's some other videos. I'm gonna show you the video from the awesome fast speed train Sapsan. I have videos, not only the live stream that you saw, but also like proper videos with better quality that I filmed from Novgorod. I think I had a video also from, after that we were also in Kolpina. Then we were also in Sestroretsk. I have filmed a lot of videos on that as well, not only the live stream that you saw, more. I have videos from St. Petersburg, from Moscow, like I said. I think something from maybe Vyborg, not sure. A lot of videos, guys. And they're coming. The problem is with editing right now. I give all my time to the filming. Still need more time, but unfortunately there's only 24 hours and I have to sleep. Then I have to also do some other stuff. What photography? Ah, yeah. Joseph is saying polite things to Daria. I think he's hitting on her. Мне было интересно смотреть про сестру Резк до тебя и даже не знала о ее существовании. Yes, Daria says she liked my videos from Sestra Rezk, and she didn't know it existed before that. It's a small town, part of St. Petersburg, which is doesn't make it an own town, but it kind of is. But it's like a suburban city, but it's a historical one because it's like it's older than I think it's older. No, it's similar to. It was like you probably know already. It was built around this ammunition gun factory ordered by Peter the Great. And a little bit after St. Petersburg, it was built, and it has this Finnish. It has this Finnish background because the historical Finland's Grand Duchy of Finland border, meaning it was still part of Russia, but the border was nearby, which was then effective after Finnish independence also. Мой дедушка родился в Ленинградской области. Really nice. Your granddad was born in Leningrad Oblast. That's a nice place. And first time in a while for my YouTube career, I was visiting Novgorodsky Oblast, which is Novgorod Oblast region. So imagine that I had 8 minutes or something at this one Chudovoye, what was it? The place, the railway station, a small city, super small town with Cheburashka characters on the railway, and I filmed it, so I do all the time. And no, Daria, I haven't been in Tikhvin. I think I know it has a historical monastery. I think so, Tikhvinskaya, right? I think so, yeah. Ree says correct thing. Please hit the like. That's what Ree is saying, and please do it. I think so, yeah. Or at least there's like a legendary. There are a few icons in Russian Orthodoxy which are like a legendary or considered to be more holy. Let's put it like this. And they are based on certain locations. For example, I think Tikhvinskaya Materi Boga or something like that, the Mother of God, meaning Mary, icon is from, I think, Tikhvinskaya. My mother would say she would know better. But yeah, I haven't been there, but I'm down with anything. I'm gonna also release some videos that I've filmed earlier on that I haven't been using that much. For example, I had this huge Leningrad Oblast. I was part of this camera crew, and I was invited as a foreign YouTuber, and you can see it on my Leningrad Oblast series playlist. So there's a lot of videos from that place. But then again, like, remember I told you guys that you have this 90 days per half a year limit with your business visa. Well, that was the first half a year that I actually was able to come back to Russia, to my wife, after this pandemic, because the borders were closed. So I actually stayed in Russia like for a month or two or whatever. So I actually had only like 2.5 days left, and I was invited on this huge trip going all across Leningrad Oblast. So I had only 2.5 days before this limit, and I felt so bad. This is one of the situations that I can't forgive myself. I don't know, could have just overstayed? What kind of problems would it give me? I don't know. I didn't know I have this lawyer contact that I have now, but I feel bad because I was able to travel 2 weeks in collaboration and with special entrances into places where I would never be going. But this was like a national project, you have the keys to anywhere. Oh my God. But anyways, well, it is what it is. I guess I have to travel on my own to those spots. This Castle Areshek, etc. All of those places, medieval places and stuff. All right, guys, keep the comments going. What you guys want to know about me not entering Russia for a while? Do they check you out at the border? Do they check you out? If you're talking about the border, then no, they don't. Everybody is going through like screening with the X-ray on the Russian side. Finns don't do anything. I think they check you out when you enter. Finns check you out with this special automated thing. But Russians, when you go to the border, when you enter first, yeah, you go through, when you enter Russia, you go through the passport. That was the problem for me last time. But then you go to this another line and everybody gets checked in the X-ray. And if they need, they will ask you other things that worth mentioning. They ask you if you carry more than, you know, the $10,000 or euros. If you do, you have to declare them. But otherwise, you're good to go. And what else? If there's something suspicious like material in you, then they will take you aside, not away, but just aside they will ask you to open. If it looks suspicious, then they might take you further and investigate, but very, very rarely. And it doesn't matter if you're American or who. Do they check your mobile phone? No, they don't. They don't. This is all. It's really, in Russian border is really, really like cool. Sometimes they're depending on the personalities. Russian people are like emotional, so they can be strict, overly strict, or maybe rude. Not rude, strict, but very often it's basically they're just cool people, and they do their job, and then if there's no questions, that's the best situation. And yeah, but I have cracked some smiles. Sometimes somebody asks me, when they ask, by the way, like this summer, what do you do? I said I'm a YouTuber. What channel? Then I said, because she was funny, and I was like, hey, when I was leaving, hey, subscribe. Yeah, what was and then she asked, what's the channel, by the way? So, you know, you don't get that anywhere else. For example, Finland, which is really strict, there's no small talk most of the time, especially with Russian Finns, maybe Finns amongst each other. But yeah, no mobile phones checking. For me, example, and if you're like from, so nowadays you have this concept of non-friendly country or unfriendly country. So that might be different if you're a man from an unfriendly country, which I've seen them though. I've seen people from all across Europe and the States coming in. I've seen Russian people with both Russian Americans also. And if you ever have everything prepared, it's cool. If they need, they will ask you more questions. If you're suspicious, not that you shouldn't be taking that as offensive. It's this during these times, it's like normal. So they might check your phone maybe in case. For example, I was asked last time when I was basically let through, and then he asked also like what type of videos you do. He said already that it's okay, I'm gonna let you pass. This time, next time we won't. You should change your visa. And I was like shocked, but I was happy that I was passing through. But then he said, hey, what kind of videos? Then I showed, hey, I show reality. This is like I show like proper places. I'm not like anti-Russian YouTuber. Probably that would have been a problem because, and yeah. So yeah. More questions. Do they check you? Well, yes. Mexico is too cheap for ink for the stamp. All right. 2 more glasses of the moonshine and Igor can go to the dentist and be treated without anesthesia. Na zdrowie. Guys, remember, you can support the channel with Super Chat, Super Sticker, or Buy Me Coffee. And Buy Me Coffee is, you have to use the link in the video's description. But Super Chat, you can use it straight ahead from this. There's, I think, a $sign, and you can also use your comments that will be highlighted for a longer time. And this way you support the channel, of course. The dentists are a strong point. You want a Russian dentist. By the way, once again, Russian, if you have, as a foreigner, for example, if you have ability to go to Russia, you should do whatever you want to, like, for example, eye surgery, like laser surgery. That's what I've been thinking about also. But it costs a little bit money, but it's very, very doable in Russia. For example, in European countries, it's pretty expensive. But otherwise, it's in Russia, it's like, in the proper ones, I mean, not shady ones. Proper ones, you can get like for $400-500, maybe less. Dentists, so because, especially because of the currency, you should just take a proper, above average, good private doctor or whatever. You get your checked out and go to surgery, etc. It's much more efficient for you. Same thing with many services. So if you have ability and you have not just a tourist, you can use that type of you can use your visa for those type of things as well. Good, we have a good chat over here going on. Яблоки из сала есть, вам зачем? I don't understand, Ivan. A quote from Brad Pass in American Border. All right, yeah. Got it. And by the way, last video, yesterday, I had this re-release of Vsevolozhsk, the city of Vsevolozhsk. And there was also this. There was a mural of Brat, of this guy. What is his name, by the way? So interesting thing about it. Very important movie in Russian, like pop culture. Curtis asked my Instagram. By the way, Igor in Russia is on YouTube. Is my main channel, and I'm more personally here. My biggest channel is on Facebook. I have almost 67,000 subs over there. I have way more views over there as well, but as you know, Facebook is used a bit differently. It's like shorter videos rocks there, so on YouTube we create this connection. But anyways, I have hundreds of thousands of views on Facebook monthly. Yes, I'm on Instagram also, Igor in Russia. I'm on TikTok, Igor in Russia. What else? I think that's it. Do I need to be anywhere else? But my main channels are these two, and the other ones I try to, from time to time, make some updates. But sure, you can contact me anywhere. TikTok is not a good place to contact. There's some random comments. And also Facebook. I get hundreds and hundreds of comments daily. Lots of trolls, lots of support, you know. I'm not able to follow. All right, then no one else in the world bothers you like an American Border. Yeah, I heard it's wild. Beer Mir. The moonshine I made gave a headache even with the activated charcoal. All right, Glenn, but you didn't lose your eyesight, right? Igor, it would be super useful if you could give some tips how to transfer money from EU to Tinkoff Sber account. I don't know if I made a guide video about that, but I've been giving tips about that. But right now, I think it's impossible. 99.9% basically it's impossible because of company boycotts and what else? Well, boycotts and some maybe sanctions, I don't know, but mostly it's just boycotts that they don't operate. The company that I used mostly when I found about it, first I didn't believe it was too good to be true, but I used PaySend, and it gave me very nice, back then, before this situation, when it was operating, I was able to transfer money right away to my Sberbank. They were instantly there with the same rate, no fees, and the rate was almost as good as the top rate of the currency. So what else can you ask for? But right now the situation is that you have to travel, carry physical money, cash. Go to like I give you this tip. Go to a private company, exchange your money, and put it into, for example, Sberbank machine, and they're gonna be on your account. This is the process. I'm too old. I think all of a sudden I'm way older than I remember to be, and if I speak about it like this, I guess it makes me older, right? How old do you think that I am? All right, Ivan gives you tips. What is receive USDT? What is T? USD? US dollars T? I don't know. To Russian account. How does that work when there's boycotts and no companies transfer money on between accounts? P2P sell for rubles. What is P2P? Guys, you're very close. Very, very close. Unfortunately, I was hoping that you guys would give me much less, but F you. F you all. Digital dollars. All right. Peer-to-peer protocol. Man, you guys speak some weird languages. Guys, I want you to focus on my Soviet press badge. No joke. This moonshine is, by the way, very excellent. Very good. I love it. By the way, I think I'm gonna send this as well to some of the fans. This was the old Soviet tourist thing that I mentioned, remember? There's a lot of videos that I'm really eager to put out, but man, I need just a little bit more time to sounds like the moonshine is working. Yes, it is. I can feel it as well. Let's do the stream for a little while longer. All right, guys. But, you know, I still cannot get enough of Moscow. That was so epic to me. It made such a strong influence on me. And by the way, hey, word of advertisement for you guys. If you're watching this now, on Saturday, tomorrow and Sunday, I have a new premiere with Anna Global Travel. Have you seen that premiere notice? Write in the comments. Curtis, you're a good man. We love you. Thank you, Curtis. Love you all. Tomorrow, streaming new video. I'm excited about this. She's a Russian teacher. Well, you're gonna find out more about her actually. I thought she was just a teacher, but she's actually much more, and she's done stuff. But she's a Muscovite living in Moscow. She was on Expat American channel and some other channels as well. And we had a great discussion about Russian culture, learning Russian. And we actually, my first Russian lesson that I release. It's not my lesson because she's the teacher, but I'm like I'm the student. So you guys are gonna learn in the end of the video how to say hello in Russian. That's the first lesson. If this goes well, we're gonna create much more, or I'm gonna create much more. So guys, really excited. Have you heard about Anna Global Travel? It's gonna be premiering tomorrow, Moscow time. Was it 9? Then also, let's see if I really want to re-release properly my trip to St. Petersburg's Petrovsky Stadium, which was the old stadium before this Gazprom Stadium. And really want to re-release it for you guys, but I need just time, you know. When I was live streaming it, there wasn't much, it didn't just, I don't know, it just didn't work. YouTube is shadow banning me. But it was a beautiful little stadium, historical one. It was 100-something years, I think. Yeah, That's what it heard. That's what I heard. Hello, Geo Lord. Welcome to the channel. Have you ever been to China or thought of going? Might be going next year. Man, definitely. That would be a dream come true for sure. I love China. I would love to go to China. I have thought about it, but I don't think I have a chance on going because all my time is spent on Russia. It would be awesome to actually go to Russia and through the Russian border into China. But believe it or not, one of my dreams or aims is actually to visit North Korea. I don't know, is it a surprise for you, but North Korea, definitely. Curtis, did you see the live stream back then? We had this Leningrad Oblast team versus a Moscow team, but it was not the main league, it was like the lower league. So, really. Hello, Ivan. Novosibirsk, awesome. I so want to go there. Man, I'm jealous. I cannot find Russian users on the YouTube search. Think the shadow bang is fast. What do you mean by Russian users? Okay, Curtis, you did. Nice. That was really nice. And I have also other video that I filmed with a much better quality from the same event. And yes, I'm filming with both hands when I do this stuff. So hope you guys appreciate. Same thing with Zenit. I film and live stream, then I take my other camera, then I go and film, then I, Novosibirsk это мощь. Novosibirsk, that is power, for sure. Yes, I do follow a little bit. I'm subscribed to like KHL, and I get the numbers. I have, of course, as you guys know, I have SKA. I'm a supporter of SKA because of St. Petersburg mainly. I feel like it's representing my city, SKA. But that would be awesome to actually to see more games. I'm going to a KHL game, and you guys come with me as soon as I get to Russia. And yes, I have probably watched all the proper and less proper North Korea tourist trips on YouTube. I know exactly what I'm gonna see. I know exactly how it goes. Question is, do you travel on the so-called worst airline of the world to North Korea, or do you go by train from China? And yeah, but still, I think it's like really interesting. Any trips planned for Finland anytime? Do you mean like do any trips as in any streams? I have been getting a lot of requests that I would do some like live streams from Finland, and I just don't. I can, and I probably will. I did this my birthday stream where we went through some of these Helsinki Central most Russian locations while drinking. Actually, this moonshine here. And but yeah, I can do it definitely. But trips, I kind of live here, so it's not a trip for me. And nighttime, for example, right now, that's super boring, guys. You're gonna see some drunks, not much lights, not unlike in Belgium. I streamed from Belgium like a month or two ago. Nothing like that. There's no people, there's nothing. This is a boring country, guys. It's a beautiful country nature-wise, but there's nothing to see, so it has to be daytime. And it depends, of course, what you're looking for. Magnitogorsk Metallurgus is my favorite goalie, plays there. He used to play in Finland, Artyom Zagidulin. All right, cool. In one stream during the winter, we went to this SKA stadium's lower level. We didn't. There was no game. I was just walking around. By the way, it's a bit shady area, and So we went to this biggest ska shop inside and had a discussion. And I was always wanted to re-release some parts of it. I never did because, well, I never got to it. Igor switched from time lapse to 60 FPS. For sure, Ryanair is trolled the most lack of security. But yeah, but the official and the only one-star airliner is North Korea, Korea Air, or what was it? I don't know the name. Good discussion, guys. Oh. See Russian jets. Dynamo Minsk all winter. I'm sure you do, but you're biased. And let me know, Jay, what you mean about the trips across Finland. Here it is. I don't know if this question has been asked or not, but what are your favorite Russian movies? It's never been asked. It's never been asked. And by the way, I lived all my life outside. I wasn't born in Russia. I'm a Russian. I was born in Soviet Latvia. This is a Soviet Latvian press badge from 1960. And I always have to remind you guys. So I haven't gone to Russian education, so I haven't read proper books, Russian books especially. I haven't watched proper movies, but the stuff I've seen later on during my life, there are certain things that I like, and I don't know names of them. I really like the. All right, is there any Russian speaking subscribers, viewers right now on? You can help me out. But one of the favorite ones is the. Оля, какие фильмы мне нравятся? Эти, комедия, которая там бриллиантовая рука. Бриллиантовая рука. Да, как называется? Как? Иван? Иван Васильевич меняет профессию. Ivan Vasilievich changes his profession. All the classic ones, but especially Бриллиантовая рука is my favorite, probably. Какой еще? Где они это самогон готовят, которые эти же чуваки из... А? Да? Probably. Приключения Шурика. I like Брат also. Брат хорош, да, Оли? Брат один. Брат один. Америка-то не очень. Кавказская пленница нравится мне? Я не помню ее. I don't remember that. I know the name. But I usually like the Soviet comedies. Самогонщики называется, Оль. Шурик, самогонщики, all these type of movies. Basically, the time era is like 70s. I like the 70s era Soviet movies. And also, of course, I like the Soviet мультики. Not comics, cartoons. I like Ну погоди, да? Ну погоди. Then I like, of course, because of the music. Жил-был пес. My wife Оля is saying all these names. Операция И, of course. Of course. Кто-то тут, Дарья пишет, я сейчас смотрю сериал с Сергеем Безруковым в главной роли Бизон, дело манекенщицы. Ретро-детектив. О, we have to watch this. Бизон. Посмотрим, Оль? Бизон. Дело манекенщицы. Ретро-детектив. Then I love some of the Soviet war movies are great. But my favorite war movies are actually German. They're like I don't like when it's too clear of propaganda, you know, meaning like some side is very very good and the other one is very very bad. For example, I hate American war movies. They've been always bad. Russian ones are okay, but I don't rather look them. So I like the German war movies because they lost the war, so it's basically it's the most. They cannot be on the pro German side, but then that's basically it's the most realistic. So yeah, for example, the first Operation Valkyrie movie is awesome. Not the one with Tom Cruise, the German version, awesome. All right, Geolord, people heading out, enjoy the rest of the day. Geolord, thank you for watching. By the way, did you say you said something that you listen to your Opiskele Element banger song? You should listen to the main hits with 1.2 million listens and still going up, or the latest hit, Freestyler 2022 on Spotify. But thank you for watching. Иди смотри, have you seen it? What? Which one? This retro, right? Domo Viono Kuzia. Оля. Domo Viono Kuzia. Olia knows that. I haven't seen it, but Olia has in her youth, she says, in childhood. A lot of the Battle of Britain. Иди смотри, have you seen it? All right. Enemy at the Gates is my favorite. That's the American movie from Stalingrad, right? Or not? By the way, the German movie Stalingrad, that's rough movie. That's one of the best war movies ever, I think. And I read also the book Stalingrad. I don't read. The only thing I read is like the war books, but not fiction. I always read like documentary style. I also love documentaries. So yeah, and I know that there's one movie in Russia, in Soviet Union. It was like the biggest. The budget was like the biggest in Soviet Union, something like that, and there was like the biggest war scene that they filmed. And I remember watching it. It was crazy. And back then it was maybe 60s, so they used the actual T-34s and stuff, real airplanes, real explosions. That was some crazy stuff. But I think it was like, I don't know, like 3-4 hour long movie. So have you seen Stalin? Yes, Sean, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Война и мир. Yes, I think it's Война и мир. That's what it's called, right? That Second World War movie, the biggest scene that there ever was. And Sean is correct. That's the German movie that I told you about. That's really really amazing movie. Then Ivan says Sibiriada, Tihий Don. All right, lots of movies. I have to go back and write these down and watch. By the way, there's a lot of, for example, for all you guys watching. I'm not sure about the subtitles, but YouTube has a channel with old Soviet movies. I don't know how official it is. It's like the old Moscow film or something like that. So you guys can actually watch any movie online for free officially. Go check it out. You can probably Google maybe. And if you need, you can write down. I will try to find the channel's name. It had hundreds of movies, all the classic ones, and because they're just they're free to watch. And write down not in the chat but in the comments. And Igor, please find me, and I will try to find you, and then you can see the answer. And Ivan says Mosfilm. Yes. Then there was also a Len film. And it's situated. It was situated in Petrogradsky side in St. Petersburg, and I filmed the courtyard of Len Film, which stands from Lenin Film. Right now, it's like, I think it's like a museum or school. I think it was a school of museum. I went into, during the summer, I went inside the hallway, but I was going towards the well, I will going downtown. So yeah. All right, Ivan. The channel is Mosfilm. So easy as that. Go check out Mosfilm. Thank you, Ivan, for good tips. Not many things annoy me, but the West owes a lot to Russia. They suffered the most and won the Second World War. Definitely, same thing annoys me. But since I'm in the West, the stuff that I hear and see, and their mentality is that because basically they those who hate Russia, they don't want to admit that, because that would actually give them I don't know, give you the edge. So basically what they usually say to you who says that, they say that well, yeah, well, our help didn't count at all, we just sent hundreds of thousands this and that and food and this, yeah, but it doesn't mean, at the same time you can also argue that Russian Soviet front took all the best million men army away from you guys, and you had enough problems with your second grade soldiers, German soldiers, on the Western Front, because it's a fact that Soviet Union had to deal with all the best and the strongest army forces in the Eastern Front, and Russia did what it had to do. Yeah, but that's the basic Western narrative, equalizing. It's also basic propaganda. I don't know. I haven't gone to a propaganda university, but I think I understand it pretty well. It's easy. The basic is take something which is considered to be the most bad thing, and something which you are against, and compare them together, and this way, and continue saying that, and when you lie enough, it will, as you know, when you lie about something for a long, it becomes true. And that's how the target group actually, you can see it's with the narratives against Russia currently. They just continue certain things, to say certain things in a certain way, and becomes a new norm. So yeah, Igor, we have full page about American stuff, then a side bubble talking about Russia. Yeah, and once again, even though I really, really, really love Trump, I'm a big fan of Trump campaign. During Trump, they had this some kind of a medal made in a commemorative medal of Second World War, and they didn't have Soviet Union flag on it. They had freaking, well, they had British flag, they had American flag, and they had freaking French flag commemorating the victory of the World War. You mean French that couldn't stand their ground, and which was occupied, and they ran like I don't know. Oh my God, that was so crazy. So, but yeah, typical Trump. It's not that it was his decision, problem, but I don't know. Everything comes from above in these type of cases. But yeah, let's not let the World War II or Great Patriotic War dominate this discussion. But guys, how about Canadian? I will continue just a second though. How about Canadian Parliament giving standing ovation to I guess to a Nazi that fought against Russians? Oh my God, that's some bullshit. Most normal working class Brits actually like Russia, just the globalists and BBC that's pushed the anti-Russian war. But you know what I'm amazed by right now? That the Sky News, I don't know what's up with them, the Australian Sky News, is that an extension of like American propaganda or something like Australia? That is, I don't know how far from anything, and they have so many. They have a really strong stance on. They're like really pro-Trump. Like basically, they are not pro-Trump. What's the like? Basically, they're really like Republican. First of all, why? And then they have a lot of things to say about everything that is like pro-American, which can be things that could be considered against America. For example, everything that is like Russian, so they are against Russian things. So that's really weird. What's up with the Sky News? Oh, I don't know. I'm sure he knew. I'm sure Zelensky knew. Everybody knew exactly what that meant or how stupid they have to be. Who else fought Russians in the 1940s? Come on, guys. That's like, well, then again, some of those people, not mentioning any names, probably don't have proper education in history, I guess so. But notice that we are talking about this here. We are talking about this here, but I haven't seen that in any news except from American Republican side, basically, and some like Russian leave. So nobody, they put out this up, they put it out, and they forgot it because that's how propaganda works. So the Western media did not cover it in a big way at all. Same thing as they did not cover the man. I don't want to get into politics at all, but I have a lot of knowledge. Same thing as in the Nord Stream, the gas pipe, the Russian gas pipe. They blew it up. Everybody's no consequences, no nothing. What? That's like crazy stuff. And now like some small gas pipe between Finland doesn't work, and all of the world media is like trying to find the whose fault is it. All right, but what about Nord Stream? First of all, let's do that first. Like the one actually matters for Europe, you know. That's so crazy. Double standards, guys. But I think this is funny, like actually funny, because how else can you consider this type of, you know, blindness? You close your other eye and. All right, let's not get into that. Stop this. Germany isn't a sovereign state. What can they do? I think Germany still is a country that. My friend is a German, lives in Germany, and they have a support, and but I don't think they want this all to go, you know, so to speak, south. I don't know. What else do we have here? What is everyone's favorite Russian beer? Thank you. Thank you for putting this question out. I mentioned in the beginning of the video, I can start and you guys please comment. I actually, did you know that the Russia, even though Russia is equal to, you know, drinking vodka, etc., vodka is not Russia's favorite drink at all, despite the prejudices and stereotypes. The favorite drink is, yes, beer. And you can actually see it if you go to Russia, especially like, not city center necessarily, but like places where people actually live. And you can see everywhere like these, you know, pivne, or what you call those. And you can see in every suburbs, and suburbs I mean the places where tens and tens and tens of thousands live per neighborhood. For example, our nightly neighborhoods that we walk, for example, last time, 3 weeks ago, that place had like maybe 50,000, 30,000 residents. Other place had more. So we have like quickly during this one night, we covered like 100,000 people area. So those places in each building usually or nearby is a place where you can get a tap beer from the tap. And Ivan said properly, the best one is the fresh from barrels. Yes, the one that is not canned. And that's how probably most of the people in Russia get their beer fresh. It's basically as cheap or maybe cheaper than the ones in stores, even though they're cheap as well. And yeah, people buy it all the time, and they usually, not usually, they always are open later than stores. In Russia, you cannot buy beer after, was it 10 or 11? I think 10. And these places sell beer depending on the hours, but let's say till 12, 1 a.m. So yeah, and when that choice is out, the only way to get beer is through places with owners from the south. Some kiosks with owners from the south, depending on the place. What I'm trying to say is the other way, after these places close down at night, if you need quickly beer, you need to go to a special 24-hour stores that sell you illegally beer. But it's not 100% for sure nowadays that it will work out. Yes, in Russia, cider is getting a bit more popular. You can see it also in those tap beer places, but it's very, very sugary. In Europe, for example, all the ciders and even the Cokes and stuff, they're really the non-sugar and the zero sugar versions are really popular. And in Russia, this zero sugar thing hasn't taken off. So, for example, cider is always super sugary. So yeah, whatever you like. Baltica is now Russian again. They will take classic Baltica 3-bag bottle version. But Ivan, I don't like Baltica. I never tried a good Baltica. My favorite Russian beer is the basic, the cheapest, Zhigulyovskaya, all kinds of stuff, even the, filtered, unfiltered. I like lager. I also used to like Vasily Ostrovskaya, the St. Petersburg's beer. Vasily Ostrovskaya, the Vasily Island beer. Yes, Zhiguli. But I do drink other as long as it's not, it's as long as it's very light and easy. Calories don't count in alcohol either. Cheers, bros. But I don't know. Baltica. Many speaks about Baltica, but I think it's general knowledge that it's bad. But is it? It might be good. What Baltica should I try next time in Russia? Especially now that it's actually Russian. And what else can I drink? Oh, and because I like the beer bottle, and for example, I like it. Tuborg is Danish, right? Ahota Krepko. Oh my God, no. Ahota, I think, yeah, I've seen big bottles of Ahota. Hamovniki restaurant serve excellent beer. Nice. Is that Hamovniki restaurant, is that in St. Petersburg as well? What is the best Baltica to try? Только hardcore. Man, and I have some Russian beer here, by the way. My wife likes non-alcoholic beer, and I bring Baltica then. We don't drink Baltica alcoholic, but she likes Baltica Zero. Оля, про тебя говорю. Non-alcoholic. All right, let's have 5 minutes more. Baltica 3. All right, guys, I will try the Baltica 3. Оля, Балтика 3 надо попробовать. Говорят, что вкусная. Олви. Uh, Hugo says Olive is still in Russia. I think Olive is nuts, but I don't know Olive, by the way. I know the brand. Is Lapinkulta owned by Olive? Lapinkulta is still in Russia. You can see it in pretty often. By the way, Lapinkulta is good. I used to think that it's a bad beer because I listen to people. Oh, Lapinkulta is fine. But Lapinkulta, I think that it's produced in Russia as well. So that's why, that's the reason. Lapinkulta, and you used to see many Finnish brands. You used to see Karhu and Kof also in Finland, in Russia, in St. Petersburg especially. But I don't really know why. You know, like who wants to buy Finnish beer is very, very basic, correct? Especially if we're talking about the basic lager. So why would anybody, just because it's Finnish, buy more, pay more? Well, I guess somebody does. All right, I will try Hamovnikyu next time I see it, but it has to be light, you know. And one thing that I bring across the border when I travel back is, by the way, especially Russian beer, especially this tap beer that I mentioned. It's heavy, so I don't bring that much, but I bring like, I don't know, 1 or 2 liters of fresh beer, but then you have to drink it like in 1 week maybe. Polish Michigan memoir. What the fuck you talking about today, lol? We have a 2-hour stream, Paulie, so I'm not sure. We're talking about movies, we're talking about visa, we're talking about world situation, we're talking about traveling in Russia. There are good topics here. Now we're talking about the Russian beer. We're talking about Russian alcohol. But the main topic was the visa thing and the update. And so yeah, the situation for you guys, since we are now on the final minutes of the stream, the situation in with my visa right now. Yeah. These real. We just talked about it, that it's a we are not political pay site, so I will probably re-edit the title away because we just mentioned it. Just the situation is really bad, worrisome. So yeah. But what I was saying is that, and of course we talked about the double standards on the media, saying that certain things that's going on are not talked about in the same ways since it's not Russia. But anyway, that was just a side thing. Just update the visa thing. I will let you know when the situation goes forward. So yeah, we didn't go into politics that much. We just, everybody's worried about the world, so I guess it's correct just to mention it. The visa thing, I will hope I will have an update for you guys about me traveling back. Right now, I don't have a visa. Well, I do have a visa, but I'm not gonna be traveling with it to Russia. I'm waiting for a new visa. I will get you guys an update, maybe a new stream, hopefully with a good message that everything is fine. And that means that I'll be going back to Russia, and we're gonna go have a new videos and new live streams, and not just sitting in a room, but you know, actually in Russia. So guys, thanks everybody for watching. It's been I think actually 2 hours. I was supposed to do 1 hour, but it might be moonshine or it might be you guys, but we had a nice talk and lots of topics. Thanks for everybody for sticking with me. Thanks for super chats, some of them. Tomorrow, new video with global travel. Already you can go to the live thing on my profile and click notify me. This will you get a notification, special notification when the live stream is on. So if you're new to the channel, subscribe. You can still become a member also. So from me, Igor, Soviet Press. Yes, by the way, I have to show Polies. And everybody else, cheers. Eve Duran, thanks all those for your videos. Thanks for chatting and watching this. Love you all, guys, and see you in good night. Good evening, whatever you are. Going out. Пока-пока.